What's up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome. I told you it gets windy around here. This is not as bad as it has been, but it does get pretty wild. Out in the garden, just going to go into mini war zone, but we've got things blowing around here. Usually the big conifer behind me, that's, I don't know if you can see it, I can't see the screen, so I'm not sure, but yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm going to get inside. Or even my entryway mat's all blown up here. Excuse me. Nearly there. Oh yeah. We're inside now, baby. Wow. It is... What they say is it's blowing a hoolie out there. God, right, let's get all our stuff. It's been well over a week since I was here last. I've got lots on my desk. We're going to be doing it on the bench. Yes, you damn right we are. You damn straight we are. And I'm going to do an update. I've got other videos to make, but it's very windy out there. I have got my birthday cards on my wall there from when it was my birthday, so I've got lots going on, just brightening the place up a little bit. I've got some more cards up and around. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about, some really good stuff. I'm just going to pop some lighting on whilst I'm here, but we're going to do it on the bench. So you know the drill by now. It's glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever you need to get sorted. And let's get to it. So here we are, back on the bench. And it's been so long. It's been, what a ride. What a ride, man. It's been awesome. So we're back here. We've got Judge Dredd on the bench. I am the law. So we've got to work on him. I've got these funky dice which I thought would be cool in games like Judge Dredd or Alien, with like the sort of the digital kind of digits on them, so they're pretty funky. I have got my Sisters of Battle, but I do need to finish this guy because he's going to be a gift for my friend, and I gotta crack on with him. So I gotta do that. So first things first, I've got to touch up some Bugman's Glow here, just briefly. Let's just grab small amount. God, so much crap on my desk. Yeah, it's not healthy, I know. But we're just using this as you know, I've got to get this done. Just, you know, I've just got to get it done. It won't take long. God, can you hear that wind? If you can, I mean, you know, the intro didn't do it justice, but when it does get really windy, what I call windy up here, it gets windy. And yeah, you know, you wouldn't believe how it gets. Alright, so I'm using this Art Master 2.0 brush to go in. Fix some bits on him. Right, so that's that. Yeah, he's got some ridges on him. That's nice and easy. I gotta say, I'm super enjoying busts. Or at least I'm super enjoying this one. So I've got a whole load to talk about, as I said in my intro, and just now. I've got a lot to talk about. Got a lot to get through. And I'm going to be doing a separate video on one of the things I want to talk about. It's not going to be for this channel though, it's going to be for my personal channel, and you'll probably realise why when I start talking about it. Okay, so baby, I no longer work for Asda anymore. I don't work for Asda. I have left there. Okay, I got myself a better job. One that's utilising my skills, new skills in computers and qualifications and so on. But yeah, I work through an agency for the Devon and Cornwall Police now. Can't say what I do. Just, you know, suffice to say, it's good. It involves working from home, not all the time, but some of the time. I mean, that's great for me. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. Right, now I'm going to concentrate on this visor of his, because so that's your little sort of tidbit on what's going on. You can probably realise why I'm going to do a video. I want to do a video to inspire or try and inspire people that have MS or other ailments such as myself, to say, look, you're not on the scrap heap. You can better yourself, and you can move forwards. You can do well. There's no reason not to. Yes, you got to put the time in, invest into yourself, but it's worth it. It is so worth it. Now, I've done this really thin, possibly too thin, but yeah. Thought I might have. That's a little bit better. So I'm going to be using this episode like I have done with my other ones. So I decided back along the 2-camera, and one of my patrons likes the 2-camera version of this series. I am going to stick with that just for patrons though, because how can I put it? Well, I got lots of reasons really. I want to differentiate really between the patron stuff and you know, the free stuff, and that's a good way of doing it for that one. I'm just going to put some gloss, Nuln Oil gloss on the bottom bit that he's sort of kept in there, or stood in, or on. I don't know what this bottom bit is actually. This sort of bit here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, it's going to put this lay this gloss down here, because this will take the longest to dry, you see. So let me explain about my job. I can't talk about my job, and I'm sure you appreciate why. But what I can tell you is I've completed my first week. I've done 2 days of training, and the rest I've spent working from home. And you know what? I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. No more grumpy customers. Those days are over. bit of a non-oil gloss on it. His zipper. And his Dredd badge there, look at that, look. Put some on this eagle shoulder pad too. Oh dear. Yeah, I knew it would run, but you don't know how far it's going to run, do you? Until you put it on. Still watching Doctor Who when I can. Some nights, I'm working full time. Some nights I'm just too tired. But do you know what? It's great being able to work full time again. And whereas before I was like, I physically can't work any more than I'm working. But now I can. And I don't feel guilty anymore. And it's great, a great feeling. Hope you guys got yourselves your coffee ready and whatever else. So the idea of these episodes, gonna be working on these and then talking about it for a bunch of stuff. Right. So I'm wondering what to do. Oh, I can do on him next. I really should wait for that to dry, I think. And that is what I'm going to do. So I can now work on sisters. And that's good. That is good. But what I really need to do, above all else, is tidy some of my paints away. Because it really it doesn't help with your mental well-being, I think. Having a messy bench, when you tidy away, it's really good. Right, so these sisters, I'm going to want to dry brush their bases and do some work on their bases, like the rims, just to tidy that up a bit, and then we're going to feel like we're getting somewhere more with these then, if that's all right. Surface primer. Put that over there. What's showing about? Sorry about this. Warpstone Glow. I believe that was the colour I used, so I'm going to be using these. I'm going to leave out the colours I'm going to be using for Dredd. And those colours over there are the ones for my sisters. Wow, Bad and Black can go nice. Well, Bad and Black. I think I bought myself a newer Bad and Black. Yes, I did. So that's good. Inky by Darkness. We might have used that Cantor Blue Eye. Do you know, I'm going to have to look back through my sisters on the benches to see what colours I used on them. How mad is that? That's pretty mad, isn't it? Pretty mad, you gotta admit. Celestial grey. There's colours I can pack away to give myself some room. Balthazar gold. Lead belcher. I mean, yeah, they're colours that I don't need really. Stone glow. That's there. Sorry, I'm just talking out my thoughts here. That's packed away a little bit of stuff. What's this here? Rack of flesh. Don't need that. Screaming bell. I don't need that. Right. Getting a little bit more room back, which is what I want. Right, where are we at? Right, so we're 14 minutes in. Haven't done a heck of a lot. So I've told you I've got a new job and I'm working in it and I'm very, very happy with it. It's hard. You know, it's not easy work. It's really taxing me and pushing me to new limits, but that's all good. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I just put my sisters down here. So, you know, I can then talk about where I'm going with this. Actually, I could go there. So I've got my sisters and then my cherub thing. Right. Right, so I've done that. So what I need to do now is I need to dry brush these sisters' bases. If I zoom in, right, so that, yeah, so this is the one I want you to see more. There you go, you can see that a bit better there now. So these are the ones I want to be like working on. Just checking my coffee, it's still red hot. Okay, that's cool. That's just me closing my paint drawers. Right, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to look for my grey, my Longbeard grey, which I've found. So all I need now is a suitable brush that I can serve for my dry brushing, and I think I'll use this number 2 Royal Taklon brush. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. So Longbeard grey. So I have all weekends off now. I don't work weekends, at least not at the moment. That could change, you know, pending updates. Start with the cherub. That could change. It might do in the future, but at the moment, for right here, right now, I do not work weekends. And that is good. I'm just doing a couple of these so I can place them back where they are. Then I can work on the ones in the view screen. If that makes sense. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Right. Right, so here just dry brushing. This texture paint is fantastic for dry brushing. This astrogranite debris is what I'm using. And it just comes out superbly. Just wiping the paint off of my brush. So here we are. You know, I discovered this technique, which is not very fancy, is it? Wax some astrogranite down, Put some Nuln oil over the top and then dry brush some Longbeard Grey on. Discovered that technique in Zombicide. I used it for my Zombicide and I liked it so much I've kind of stuck with it for the most part ever since. Yeah. Obviously the more bits you have sticking up. I mean, you could do the same sort of thing with sand. Give them a sand bath and paint that and Nuln oil it, whatever. There we go. We're looking at now, my wife and I, what we can do. We've got to do some renovations to our house. We're trying to work out what we need doing, prioritize it to, you know, what is in the most urgent need of repair, and then, you know, affordability. We're going to get some stuff done this year, I think. I think the least we'll have done this year is a couple of new windows. At the very least. Because we're still on single glass windows for some of the windows. They're not all double glazing, single glaze, some of them. Started off years and years ago. I started replacing them because I had a good paid job. That was before I had my MS. But you know, things might change now. I've got a decent job. Who can say? You can say how long it'll last, you know. You know, I could go till next week and say, oh, I'm not doing that job anymore, it was too much for me. I could, that could be a thing. But I've had a good first week, you know, guys. I have. No getting away from that. I've definitely had a good week. I'll be honest, I was nervous before I did my training because I wasn't sure if I was going to be up to it. You know, I'm not sure if there was, you know, am I going to be good enough, whatever. But yeah, I was. I work a lot better at home on my own. Less stress, I think. I think it's better. Right. That wind is incredible. Do you know, if I was into flying kites, I'd be in, you know, hog's heaven. Yeah. Right, that's all the Longbeard Grey bits done. Now, what I would like to do is paint the rims. I like to use Steel Legion Drab, I think. Yeah, Steel Legion Drab, that's the one I like to use. Just giving it a bit of a shake up here. So if I put my models to one side then. That one's going to go next. Right. Right. First things first. I'm just washing off the brush I used for the dry brushing. it looks like we're going to have to move one of our conifer trees at some point. And the problem is we've let it grow too big, really, before doing this. It's, the bigger they are, the harder they are to move, are they not? So that's the problem. Oop, right. So just paint the rim of this base. Will be in good shape. And yeah, we're gonna be good to go. I'm sorry I can't tell you guys any more about what I do. I'm actually not allowed. You know, there's some stuff we've got to sign and that security stuff. In many ways, though, I can tell you guys this, when it comes to other people, I'm actually glad I can't tell people what I'm doing, because people always have an opinion about what you do. I feel that they feel it defines you. So if you are a shop worker and you stack shelves or you do whatever else, and I've done that, you are kind of somewhat less in some people's eyes, because they feel that, well, he's just a shop where he just stacks shelves in the supermarket, and they feel that defines you, where it totally doesn't. Whereas you guys, I desperately want to tell. I'd love to tell you what I do, but I can't now. I'll be in big trouble. Suffice to say, all that training I did is paying off. So yeah. And I was told on Friday to go away, enjoy my weekend, and not give the work a second thought. So I'm, desperately trying to do that. Yeah. Now, I did say at the start of this project, I want these gals to be of a higher paint quality than my usual standard tabletop, so I've got a lot more work to do on them yet. And I know that. But I always feel better once the bases are kind of done. They just look so messy until you've done the base. Any miniature, I don't care what it is. So yeah. I phoned my mum this morning. She says it's windy up where she lives as well, so they kind of get similar weather to us, either just before or just after. Usually if it's, say it's raining there and it isn't here, it will be soon, and vice versa, if that makes sense. Depends what way the wind is travelling, I suppose. But this morning we were both having bad wind. We were both having bad wind in our sort of gardens and that outside simultaneously, or simultaneously, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, so both very strong winds outside. Got a pointer. It looks like I've missed this one for the dry brushing. That's alright, I'll do the rim anyway. I'll put it to one side, go back in and do that. I prefer to do the dry brushing before this bit, but whatever. And that one's go to one side. This one looks like I've missed it too. Oh well, never mind. You can't win them all. Looks like I've got to do another episode of Dwarves of Fangon too, because the last episode has reached the 100 view mark. Decided I'm only going to make a new episode of it once it reaches at least 100 views. And that's just because of the sheer amount of effort involved in doing it. It takes a lot. For me, they're the hardest ones to do at the moment, for me. For different varying reasons. And yeah, so for the effort, if I know I'm going to get the views, I will then proceed and make another one. They do seem quite popular, these solo RPG videos. I've got a load of short ones in mind, which is why I've been getting loads of stuff like the GM Apprentice decks and things like that from Drive-Thru RPG. Man, they took ages to deliver my stuff though. It was like an age. It was like a good 2 months to get my stuff. I know I come from another country, but in this day and age, I just get so impatient. Again, I paid you good money. Where are my goods? It's Drive-Thru RPG. They're a reputable company. I know they're gonna get it here eventually, but it's just frustrating, the wait. Oh, I finished watching Snowpiercer. Very strange. Strange ending, I thought, where they separated the train. Very strange. I'll be glad my coffee's cooled down a bit. I'm going to make a chill with Pete later and talk about my good fortune on that as much as I can. It's more of a case of I don't work for Asda anymore, as opposed to well, look at me, how I'm working here now. But yeah, and to say that kind of motivate people. If they want to change their lives, they can do it. They have the power. And anybody in Asda who might be watching, if you're like kind of a bit pissed off with me because I've moved on to a better position, well, you got the same opportunities I have. Yeah, it's true. If you want something, you've got to go and get it. You've got to. It's just, and I'm living proof that it's doable. Right. I do enjoy these episodes. I know I said I was going to be doing more sit back and chatting as well. But there, I just wanted to get that stage done. which I have. Let's zoom out a bit. I've got more done there. Just going to clean this brush off. It's crapped out. It's more fit for glue than anything. I don't like the way they splay so easily, the GW brushes. I don't have this problem with other brushes, just GW ones. Use it once and the bristles just, you know, I don't know if I'm just super unlucky, but strange how it doesn't happen with my other makes of brush. That's all I'm saying. Right, how's my coffee coming? Well, just going to place my mug in front of me. It's still hot by the feel of it. So we're at 35 minutes here now. So, okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to work on Judge Dredd again now. I think I think I can do that. I think I have to switch back to him. Let me just burn my mouth a minute. Oh yeah, far too hot. Aha, lovely. So I just placed my sisters out of the way. No, actually, before I do that, I'm going to do the Longbeard Grey on the two that need it. Right, so Longbeard Grey again. No. Back to it. Using my Blitz paper towel here. Very high quality stuff. See, no expense spared on this show. Right, so I'm just gonna quickly go around here with this one. Well, I've been watching quite a few Mars Anomalies videos. I love all that stuff. Brilliant. Fascinating. Watched a great one today. It's from a satellite picture this time. He doesn't normally do the satellite shots. He normally does the, you know, the Mars rover. The Curiosity, or is it Perseverance, or whatever it's called. Used to be Opportunity as well. That one got stuck, didn't it? But, there. Now we're on the same page. Now we're on the same page. Just clean my brush again. Yeah. That is good. Right. I don't care about water getting in the ferrule of those brushes, because, you know, it's really not worth it. Okay then. Yellow. So Avalon Sunset is going to be the next thing I do on his collar. Yeah, it's going to be Avalon. And I think just going to run it around the back. And cover up the red as well, where it's leaked over. Brushing. Where's my thinner medium? Metal medium. Thinner medium. Here we go. Let's put a dollop of this in. I'm mixing it up on my palette. There we go. Okay, back to my 2-0 brush again. Still got some non-oil gloss in there to dry, but you know, by and large, we're doing okay. We are. My friend is coming down in a couple of weeks. I'd love to be able to give this to him then. Yeah. This works. I'm going to do a brighter yellow on his shoulder pad though. Alright then. Coming up to the place. We're going to start needing to fix things. Yeah, it's Avaland Sunset, and I don't know what Avaland is at this point in my Warhammer career. I'm sure some of you do know though. I'll say, oh, it's the Avaland Plains of so and so, or something, I don't know. Whatever it is, shame on me for not knowing. But hey ho. I'm really hoping my friend likes this. I mean, if he doesn't and he doesn't want it, I mean, I'm going to keep it. But it is awesome, I think. Then I'll just paint this bottom bit like a grey or something. Or black, I don't know. Yeah, so all highlights are all about just keep doing loads of highlights, more and more and more. More and more, and yet less and less, isn't it? That's what I've learned. It's funny doing all these little highlights. I mean, we got to remember where the bust is. This is literally going to be a display piece, so you've got to do a half decent job here. Yeah, I think we're good there. Just a little bit on there. Right. So that is the Avaland Sunset on the collar, which is all well and good. We're at 50 minutes. What I might do is the Reichland flesh shade on his skin. Now, do I have a... Right, I've got a size 1 brush, and I'm going to use this to do a Reichland flesh shade on his skin. I wonder what we're going to watch tonight. You know, I had a lovely vegan breakfast today. I'm eating either vegan or vegetarian these days, and it's, do you know what? It's amazing. It really is. I feel so much healthier in regards to my diet. I still have a weakness for crisps. Certain ones, of course. And that, of course, now I've gone a bit more vegetarian and vegan, and that I can't have those sort of gummy sweets that are made with like pig fat and that, you know. So there must be another way they can make those bad boys. But there are other sweets that I like which are vegan friendly, so, and vegetarian friendly, so I'm good with that. I'm at peace with myself with regard to my diet. Right, so that's the right clean flesh shade. Washers and glazes. So let's zoom right out here. So, yeah. In fact, there we are. Hey, look, it's some of my birthday cards over there. You got these ones here. I've got the glare on them, but yeah, it's all good. I'm just gonna finish it here actually. So 53 minutes on there now. The time I edit out my wife coming in, it's all gonna be good. Be a bit shorter, so I'm gonna say thank you for joining me on this episode, guys. Thank you so much. It's been a blast. So I've done the bases on my sisters. That's something. Got to finish their armour off yet, and then their skin, and then all the parchments, scrolls and things, wings, and do the rest of the cherub stuff, all that. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I've got tons of work to do. I really have, and I love that. I really do. I'm thinking of bringing my Indomitus set over, on putting it onto my shelf of shame just to see what it would look like, because it's part of it now, isn't it? I mean, it is. There's no getting away from that. Yeah, so I'm maybe not. I'm gonna film a chill with Pete, and yeah, that will have obviously gone up way before this. You must realise by now on the benches. I'm gonna come in this way rather than pull the camera around. You must realise by now on the benches, I filmed so far in advance, but it's been catching up now because I've been so busy, what with my new job and all. So I'm only going to be able to get one of these filmed per week if I'm lucky, and then that's subject to things going awry in real life. So you know, you're going to catch up that way. If it ever gets to the stage where I miss a week, you know, I do apologise. What I should do, haven't for a very, very, very long time. And yeah, I think in all my series, P&Q is the only one ever to have gone up, like when it was weekly every week, and when it was monthly every month without fail. Never a miss on that one, so proud of that. But anyway, rambling on a bit now because we're at the end here. You've seen where I'm at with Judge Dredd. There he is. He's coming on. Loads of highlights to do yet, but he's definitely coming on. Definitely. And I will see you in another video. Don't forget, like if you like, dislike if you dislike. Hit that bell notification and select all if you want to get the notifications to all the videos that go up. That way you won't miss one. Then you know you can either watch it or not at your leisure. Then can't you? If you want to help support my channel, check out my Patreon account, which is the link to that is on my home screen. That will give you access to exclusive videos. There's all sorts on there, and it's growing all the time. The amount of videos for patrons are growing all the time. Depends on what level you select as well, but even on the minimum $1 per month you get access to exclusive videos that you wouldn't do ordinarily. So there is that. Anyway, rambled on enough. I'll see you guys on another video. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and bye for now. Bye bye.